Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a little different. So as I was getting ready, I would say good morning, but probably by the time this goes up, it'll probably be like evening or afternoon. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So today's video is going to be a little bit different. I am getting ready for the day, and I was thinking about the Jackie Aina video. I'm sure you've all seen it, and if you don't know who Jackie Aina is, really, I was thinking about the Jackie Aina video, excuse me, about when she pretty much said, you know, your skin is dry, and gave us the reasons why. Jackie does live in California. I do not. I live in the Midwest, so we do experience, you know, all 4 seasons. And right now it is cold as hell outside. It's not cold as hell, but it's cold enough, like snow is on the ground. So my skincare routine does change with the seasons. So even though I am oily, when it's this time of year, when it's that winter, like when it's winter, the weather has changed, it's a little bit drier outside. I'm not as oily. I'm a little bit more normal, but I still do get dry, like, so I'm a whole combination of things during this time of year. So I thought it would be cool to follow her steps and you know, see what comes of it. So I'm going to play her video and see if I even have half the products that I know she's going to use, and I'm going to attempt to do my skincare routine into my everyday face routine at the same time. So let's just get right into the video. Okay, so the first thing she jumped into was talking about SPF. So I had some SPF. I ran out and I have not replaced it yet. I'm not even gonna lie. She's referencing the Dermalogica one, which I'll post the picture up right here. But I have used that one. I also use, what I was using was Supergoop. I'm out of it and I have not replaced it. Ooh, yes, and I know you do need SPF all year round. I ain't got none. So moving on to the next steps, let's just press play, see where she's at. She's so extra, I love it. Alright, so now she's talking about moisturizer. I'm just going to go ahead and say, because I know she talks about hyaluronic acid too. She gets her hyaluronic acid from her esthetician. I've been using The Ordinary. It looks like this. I've been using their hyaluronic acid, and it has vitamin B5 in it. I also use Estee Lauder's Advanced Night Repair. That has hyaluronic acid in it, along with a couple other things. I've already applied this to my face. So, and she's already moved on to putting on her moisturizer. So, moisturizer that I've been using lately and has been doing really good on my skin, and also because I have like slight eczema, it is the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream, and it looks like this. And you get a pretty big jar, like you get a good bang for your buck. I've only had this for a little while, and a little does go a long way. It is very creamy. I do put this on my eczema when I have small outbreaks. I have eczema right in the center of my elbow, which is in a really weird spot. So clothes, whenever I wear like long sleeves or anything like tight on my arm, it is always very irritating. So this stuff comes in handy. But yeah, so that's what I'm using for moisturizer. All right, let's keep it going. All right, and now she's talking about toner, which I've already done. She did mention the Pixie Rose Tonic. I believe it's called Rose Tonic. I do not have that one. I do, however, have the Vitamin C Tonic toner that I use from Pixie, but I have not been using it lately. Lately, I've been using the Florence by Mills. What are these? The One Swipe Glow Wipe Treatment Pads. And hold please. Okay, So these do have glycolic acid in it, but it also has witch hazel in it. So they're, to me, they're not that exfoliant. They're not as bad as the glycolic toner, like the pure glycolic toner that I use, and I don't use that during this time of year because it is too much for my skin, but I do enjoy these. So I've already done that to my face, so let's move on.
Hyaluronic acid, stay away from vitamin C, that can be drying.
Stay away from vitamin C.
Salicylic acid, glycolic acid. Hyaluronic acid is not the same, it's a different kind. But anything that's going to be exfoliating in the winter is...
I feel like my hyaluronic acid kind of cancels out the fact that I use like a glycolic witch hazel mixture, like toning pad. We're gonna just take it as that, because that's what I've been using.
Just chill unless you really need it, right? And if you do use it, then you have to layer on more moisture.
Okay, so she's already moved on to her face. As far as putting on her foundation, I have to go wet my beauty blender because I didn't do that, so I'll be right back. All right, she kind of jumped right into putting on her primer. But while she was talking, she did say how much she enjoyed the Fenty hydrating primer. I do hydrating primer and foundation. That's what she's going to be putting on. I do not own neither one of those, but anyway, she's already putting on a hydrating primer. She's pretty much saying don't use mattifying primers at all during the winter time, which I am somewhat guilty of. But the most hydrating primer I have in my collection right now is this Too Faced Hangover RX. I think I mentioned in another video how I actually don't like this and I don't like the smell of it, but I'm going to use it up because I have it. So that's what I have on my face right now. And then the foundation I'm going to use today is the Born to Glow foundation by NYX. So let's see where she's at, because she moved kind of quick though. Okay, now she's talking about moisturizing your lips, which I'm a fan of all year round. She mentioned the Jack Black lip balm, which I've used before, but I haven't used lately. Lately, I've been using the Chapstick Total Hydration, and this is supposed to be a nighttime serum, but I use it during the day. She also mentioned, I can never say this right. I think it's pronounced Laneige or Laneige. It's at Sephora. It's a night lip mask. I do have that. It's in my nightstand because I use it at night. You can get it at Sephora for 20 bucks, or you can get this at Ulta, or I'm pretty sure Walmart, Walgreens, CVS for $3.99. So it just depends on what you're willing to pay for. In my personal preference, or in my personal opinion, this and my lip mask kind of work the same for me. So I have backups of this one. When my lip masks run out, I'll just probably put one in my nightstand. And I already have lip balm on. Alright, so now she's going into putting on her foundation. So I'm just going to put some on the back of my hand here. I'm just going to use my finger and just kind of dab some onto my face. Funny enough, this is how I usually put on my foundation when it's just like every day. It depends. And then she does what I like to do, which is spray a setting spray over before you blend. I've been using the Morphe continuous setting spray. I also use the fresh setting spray with rose water and witch hazel, but that is currently packed away, so I'm going to use this. I'm just going to blend this out. Now she's talking about something I know I don't have, because one, I've just never even thought about purchasing it, but two, I've had a cream highlighter before and I did not like it. What I have gone back to using, and I don't show this all the time when I'm doing my makeup, is I've been using the MAC strobe cream. I don't put this over my foundation. I feel like it's too creamy. I know you can, but I won't. But I have been putting this under my foundation. It gives me a nice little glow. So this is what I've been using, and this one is in gold light. So yeah, so we're just going to move on. And she's also saying how like the trend used to be like to have like beaming highlight. It's really not anymore. A lot of people do have more of like a natural look. Some people don't even wear highlighter anymore at all. So that's why I think she's like recommending a cream versus powder highlight, because it is more natural. But I ain't got none, Jackie. Now she's moved on to concealer. She has the Kevin Aquan Skin Enhancer. Yeah, I don't have that. Costs a little too much for me. But she uses that as a color corrector. But what I've been using as a color corrector is the Smashbox, I always forget the name of the Studio Skin Flawless Concealer. I use this as a color corrector, and I do what I don't do though is put it around my mouth. I stopped doing that a long time ago. I am going to add some of this orange corrector in with it just a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and blend that out. I would usually do this under my foundation, but she didn't, so I'm not, okay? Following Jackie's rules today. And she's moving. I'm talking and trying to do my makeup. Okay, she's moving too fast. I have to pause her. She's highlighting the skin too with concealer, which, yes, I do that too. Depending on how stark I want my highlight, depends on the concealer that I use. What do I want to use today? I think I'm going to go with this one. This one is more gentle. We ain't going nowhere special. So, I'm going to use, because I don't have Fenty's concealer. I don't have a lot of Fenty face products, so I can't mimic that. I do have the ColourPop concealers, but I think I'm going to use this one instead. I'm going to use my LA Girl Pro Conceal. I have gone back to this. This is my jam. It was my jam years ago, then I stopped using it to try new products. Been back on it, and I don't know why I ever left it. Okay, and it's affordable. I would use my Nars concealer, but my Nars one actually gives me like way fuller coverage, and I feel like during this time of year it actually is more drying under my eye, and I feel like this one isn't. And I don't have the ColourPop, the new ColourPop concealers. I should try those. Maybe I'll order some of those and give them a test run. Anyway. Okay, well, no. She's just blending while talking. Okay, she added, Jackie, for real Jackie, she added an extra concealer color underneath the one she already had underneath her eyes. It was a little bit lighter. So I am gonna go in with another concealer because I'm trying to follow her steps as close as possible. I'm gonna go in with my ColourPop No Filter Concealer, and this is in dark 46, so it's just a little bit lighter. And it didn't look like she added a lot, but I definitely seen that there was more than one shade sitting under there. Let me double check. Yeah, there is. definitely feel like my skin is hydrated properly. What better way to start your day than following a Jackie Aina skincare routine? Skincare slash makeup routine. I love her. If anybody, like, I also subscribe to Andrew Renee, who also like kind of inspired me to do this. She did the ones when Jackie was talking about like why your concealer doesn't stay on your nose, or there was another one Jackie Aina did about foundation. Yeah, so she followed those routines. So I'm just gonna try this one because my skin does get dry even though I am oily normally, but 'tis the season. Now she's talking about the Lancome Visionaire. I do not have that. Apparently it's supposed to do like some type of blurring. I ain't got that. So move along. I don't use a lot of Lancome. And she's using cream contour. Did I miss that part when she put on cream contour? Oh, please. All right, so I think she said she's using Yuma Beauty for her cream contour. I really feel like I missed that part. What I use for cream contour, if and when I do it, is actually Black Opal Stick Foundation in Ebony Brown. And I don't do this a lot. And I don't use a lot of it. It's almost like non-existent on me right now. What's up? Why do I have you? Anyway, and she's already started blending it out. I'm like, Jackie, ma'am. She's using a brush. I'm just gonna use my beauty blender. I did try that that Huda Beauty Tantour cream contour situation. Yeah, that shit sucked. Went right back. Went right back. Okay, so she's talking about a product that I do have. She's talking about powders and how some can be hydrating, some can be not so hydrating. I do own the powder that she's going to use today, and it's the Fit Me loose powder medium deep. So I'm going to go ahead and get that going. And she just said baking is dated, so will I bake anymore? Yeah, probably. What she does though, which I really like, is she kind of like dabs the back of her hand, get some of the excess powder off. I usually don't do that because I do like to bake, but you know, we're not baking today, so Jackie, what setting powder are we using for the rest of the face? She's moved on to bronzer. Okay, moving on. So I'm gonna use my Fenty bronzer and Mocha Mami. I do this step. Okay. Hard pause. I seen her set her concealer. I guess I must have missed the part where she set the rest of her face. We got our bronzer on, but I'm gonna go ahead. Okay, no, I'm gonna see where she's going with this. If I don't see her set the rest of her face though, then I'm gonna go ahead and do it myself. Right now, she's moved on to her brows. She uses a brow powder. I have a brow powder. I'm very much a brow pencil person, or sometimes a mixture of both. So let's see where she's at. Okay, yeah, it looks like she uses both a pencil and a powder. So Jackie, we on the same page with that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do my brows really quick. Usually whenever I come on camera, you guys, my brows are already done, so That's when I'm usually doing some like extravagant or extra makeup. But for my everyday, I really don't go like too crazy with my brows. I'm lying. It just depends on how much time I got. I'm not saying I got a lot of time right now, which is why we're going to do it the way I would normally do. And this is, what pencil is this? This is by Absolute New York, and this is the color Smoke. This is a drugstore pencil. I prefer this all over my Benefit and my ABH brow products. You can order these or get them at, I don't even really know where you can get them because I ordered mine. But you can order them from their website. And they only cost about $5, and I just always place like a bulk order, just make my life easier. I'm going to clean that up. I have to. My brows are sometimes problematic, which is why I hate doing them on camera, but that's okay. For the sake of this video. I don't know if she did this. I'm going to, this is in my nature to do so. Okay, I'm just gonna clean my brows up really quick. I do want to try microblading, and I think I actually know someone who does it, but at the same time I feel like I've heard more horror stories than success stories on microblading, so it's a little discouraging. I feel like even if I know you, like I'm still scared, like you can still mess up, and then we have a problem in our own relationship because I know you. I'm just cleaning up the top of my brows. Okay. All right, we gotta get back to Jackie. We gotta get back to Jackie. We slacking. She put some brow gel on too, and I got to that. I'm gonna use ABH brow gel in Ebony, and I'm just gonna add that in. This does keep my brows in place, and it also gives it extra color. So I do enjoy these brow gels from Anastasia. Ooh, okay. Maybe I know why she's not setting her powder just yet. She's moved on. I'm trying to like keep my hands clean here from all the product that I got on my fingers. She is using a cream blush. Yeah, about cream blushes, I don't like them. They don't sit well with my skin. They never have. I've tried all the way from drugstore to high end, and it's never worked out for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and set the rest of my face. I did not do that, and I'm going to use MAC's Mineralized Skin Finish. This is a very light powder, and I don't use a lot of it, so you know, can't follow all the steps, can't follow all of them. I didn't realize she was gonna pull out so many cream products. Like, damn, Jackie. I should have known, but I didn't know. I didn't know. So for blush though, I'm going to use this new blush that I got from Lottie London. I bought this at Ulta, and it is in the color Harry, and it's just this pretty like hot corally color. I don't know why I'm obsessed with this color lately, but I have been. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. I'm actually gonna highlight with my Hourglass powder. And this one is in Radiant Light. Remember these ambient light powders? Yeah. I'm just gonna highlight with that because this actually gives me, where's my highlighting brush at? This actually gives me a really nice glow without being too extreme. And then this way I feel like I've caught back up. So by the time I get done with this, we'll be caught up to Jackie. Because she used cream products, and I ain't got a lot of cream products. And one thing she didn't do that I usually always do One thing she didn't do that I usually always do is she didn't highlight anywhere but her cheekbones, I noticed, so I'm not going to. I am going to spray a little bit more spray. Best thing I ever bought from Morphe. And now we're going to pick back up where she at. Jackie, you also travel more than I do. I mean, you know, I'm trying to get on your level, but I ain't there yet. Okay, now she's moving on to her eyes. Ooh, scratch. Need to moisturize my scalp while I'm at it. She's moved on to her eyes. I don't know what palette she's using, but I'm gonna use the Amrezy palette. I need to film a tutorial, or well, actually not a tutorial, a review on this palette, because I've actually played with it enough times now. And I don't think, did she do anything extra to her lid? I feel like she did, but then I also feel like she didn't, because I'm pretty sure she put like concealer or something on her lid. But damn it, Jackie. Damn it, Jackie. I know she uses concealer, so I'm just gonna put some concealer on my lid and just buff that out really quick. And Jackie does like the most beautiful, soft glam, no fuss eye makeup ever. So I'm gonna attempt to do that too. Attempt being the key word. I'm gonna get a fluffy blender brush here, and I'm gonna go into OG and just have that as my transition shade. And with the same blending brush, just kind of sweeping away the excess, I'm gonna go into 1988, which is this one right here. And I'm just gonna blend that out. See, I would normally I would say depending on the makeup that I'm doing, I would do my eyes first, then my skin. But for my everyday, this is how I do it. I don't, because I'm not doing anything too crazy for my everyday makeup unless I just feel, I wouldn't even say crazy, nothing too intense unless I just feel the spirit. I think I'm gonna go in with Georgina right up top here, and I'm actually just going to use my finger. I'm just gonna pat that onto my lid. Okay, so she did do a little bit extra. I think I'm just gonna go in with Yu-Gi-Oh and just kind of deepen up. If I'm not mistaken, she also put lashes on. So I'm gonna finish my eyes really quick, put some liner and lashes on, I'll come right. Okay, I'm back. So I put on some very natural looking lashes, and I just did a brown liner in my waterline and some mascara. So she's already sprayed her face again with the setting spray. I already did that, but you know, it doesn't hurt to do it a third time. So I'm just gonna hit myself again with the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. What she did though, is she actually took her beauty blender and just kind of dabbed the setting spray into her skin. She uses the Too Faced Hangover RX setting spray. Yeah, if I don't like the primer, I don't think I'm gonna like the setting spray. I could be wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong in the comments if anybody has used this setting spray, because I really don't like this primer, but for the sake of this video, I'm using it. Okay, and let's see where she's going. Okay, obviously the last thing is the lips. I would usually put on a liquid lipstick, but I'm not. I'm going to go ahead and gloss it up. What am I going to use though? I always got like some nude lip combination. You know what? All right, and I'm back. Okay, so I got my lip combination figured out. My lips already been moisturized. I'm going to take Morphe's lip pencil and Trendsetter and just line my lips. I used to have this thing where I always wanted to change my lip shape. I do change my lip shape from time to time. Either like rounding out my Cupid's bow or canceling out the corners of my mouth, but I'm not gonna do that today. I do feel like though when I cancel out the corners of my mouth, it does give me more of like a plump look, but I'm not gonna do that today. I'm not gonna do it today. Okay, and then for my lipstick, I'm using Nars Audacious Lipstick in Jane. This is a beautiful like terracotta, like nudie color. It's one of my favorites. I just love this color. And then of course you want to add some gloss because we want dry lips. I'm using my favorite dose of color lip gloss, and this is in Macchiato. I'm pretty sure I'm not pronouncing that word, but what else? Smells like cake batter. I love it. All right guys, so yeah, I did it, kinda, sorta. I followed really? I need to wash my hands after this. So I think I got like a B+. Jackie used a lot of cream products. I do not use a lot of cream products at all, if ever. So that was probably like my biggest setback. Other than that, I think we followed her pretty well. Am I glowing though? Am I glowing? Because if my skin was dry, I wouldn't be glowing. And I didn't really put on a highlight because that Hourglass powder, I was about to cuss, that don't count. That don't count. So am I glowing? Like I did my concealer different and everything. Am I glowing though? Real gentle eye. You know, my eyebrow, I did my eyebrows on camera for you guys. So, yep, and I got lipstick right on my teeth for doing that. That's what I get for being extra. Let's go ahead and handle that. Anyway, it was fun trying to follow her step by step. Will I attempt to do another video like that? Probably, yeah. Yeah, why not? Why not? It was fun. I love Jackie Aina. She is one of the very first YouTubers that I started watching when I got, you know, when I discovered YouTube a long time ago. So it was fun to try to follow her skincare routine. Obviously, you know, Jackie uses totally different products than from what I use, but I think the point she's just trying to come across is, you know, you need to change your skincare, sis, with the seasons. And I like the point she made about like making your like makeup routine and skincare routine kind of blur together. I feel like we should all be doing that anyway, but you know, we all have our own routines. But yeah, it was fun. I definitely do feel like I'm glowing. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be an oil slick come the end of the day, but that's okay. Yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.